Hello, everyone, and welcome to a special edition of the Matchday Supplement. It's Crisandro, of course, is your boy, and my partner there, as you can see, a new guy today. Hello, old Bill, as we like to call him. How you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks. Ready for another supplement of Tottenham.
It's a big game. It's a big game. We have to win this one, and especially after last week, and after losing at home to Everton, this is a must-win game. And with the stories of yesterday, the two new signings, they are returning. Requilon starting up as well. It looks good. The future's good, but obviously they won't be playing today. But if we have a look at the team news, and this is where it gets interesting because there was a lot of talk about Dele Alli not playing or being hooked for the opening game. He missed the Bromley game, and now he's going to miss altogether the squad game for this match. As you can see there, Larissa's captain, and Doherty was on the right with Darren Sanchez. Alderweireld's on the bench for this one. Davis will be there. And so Højbjerg and Winks in the middle, alongside Ndombele, who played very well against Plovdiv, Lucas, Son, and Kane. That's the team. What do you think of it?
I think it's as strong as it can be. Of course, there is no Delhi, and not even on the bench. So,
do you think that's kind of spells the end for Dele's time at Spurs, or is it just a case that we've got a strong enough squad now that we can afford to drop a few players?
I think it's because we're strong at the moment, but we know what the transfer window's like. I don't think we can do without him, but if he's not performing, you can't play him. I would expect him to be at least on the bench as an option, but I think we've got a lot of attacking talent. It's more, as you know, keeping it strong in the core defensively and in the middle.
That's true. And as you mentioned on the bench, we do have Lo Celso, Lamela, Sissoko's there as well, Bergwijn. So it is a strong bench. So
it is a strong bench. It's just the options as an out-and-out striker maybe when Harry gets a bit not tired, but there's a limited amount of runs he can make to the middle without any service.
Yeah, it's very true. It's very true. Anyway, there's soon to be kick-off. And we shall see how it all goes. We'll be back with the halftime views. Hopefully, it's a good first half. We shall see what happens, eh? Come on, you
fingers
Spurs.
Crossed for a good start.
Oh yes, we shall see. Come on, you Spurs. And there we go. They taking a knee, of course. Still supporting the fight for equality. There we go. Kick off. Come on, you Spurs. Well, what a crazy, weird first half that was. It's half time and it's 1-1. Quite how it's kind of a mixed one, really, wasn't it? Because we're kind of looking at the performance and thinking, how the hell is it 1-1? But at the same time, we've had a half chances to say that maybe going in at half time is deserved, but doesn't feel deserved. It's kind of weird. What's your take on it?
My take is, as you're saying, it's been a weird first half. The first 10 minutes, both teams were attacking. And then after that 15 minutes of just Saints dominating the game, of course, there was offside in between. But definitely, I think we've been overrun in midfield. I think one clear chance by Spurs, and they scored. So I think we need to dominate the ball a bit more.
And
basically, as you said, it's been strange. It's hard to say. Yes, I think we deserve to get a goal. I couldn't think of how we were going to get one, but it was just a smart move.
It was kind of odd. I mean, yes, as you say, numerous offsides. We did have the ball in the net twice. Kane scoring, and we got happy with that one. Doherty's crossed through, but offside was ruled against. So that was after 3 minutes. And then we had another, and then I think Sonny was flagged offside again. And then we had and then they scored. And then that was disallowed for handball, which was kind of, which was right. But the way Lloris went after Ings to try and narrow the gap, he dived long before Ings even took the shot. And then he was lucky that the ball bounced up and hit Ings on the arm to disallow the goal. But yeah, Southampton have just been walking straight through us, really, and
Yeah.
it just doesn't seem to be that kind of effort to close them down and stop them, or to try and narrow the angles, or to try and that's the frustrating thing. We've just been very, very, just like against Everton, we were just very, very passive. Only one player has looked good for us. That's Ndombele. He's been trying to make it happen, and he's been putting his foot in where where it hurts. So he's also trying to drive us forward, and it's been a painful watch. And when they took the lead, you just kind of thought, yeah, that's it.
It's the communication really of the back two, or so even back four really, because as you said, when Lloris came out for no reason, there was no need for that. Yeah, it's all been Saints, and it could have been far worse, but I think we hung in there. But yeah, Ndombele seemed like the shining star in that second half. He just needs a bit more support from the other two kind of laying behind him.
Yeah,
I can see he's pushing forward, but
yeah, exactly.
maybe because Winks and Pierre-Emile haven't really, I can't remember anything they've done. Okay, Pierre-Emile, he committed a foul. He's been fouled. So Winks, I think,
he's been very quiet. He has been very quiet. But and then our goal, just about a minute before half time, was actually a good little bit of movement. There's great skill.
It's just strength and a little turn,
And then his pass onto Kane. His pass, I thought initially that he played it too hard.
So did I. It's Sonny. He just recovered it so well from that angle.
Yeah, exactly. And great finish from the tight angle. And it's 1-1. And I guess we're just sat here wondering how is it 1-1. But yeah, we'll take it. We'll take it now. But Jose has to make some changes at that.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Kind of second guessing. We'll have to second guess if he's going to make the changes, but who?
Yeah.
He's one of those managers. He would make a change halfway through the first half if he needed to. So. Maybe he saw something. He thought, okay, we've done enough to hang in there. Yeah, I think we need to make a change.
Yeah.
Centrally, maybe in central midfield, I don't know, because the width has been okay. Unfortunately, some of the balls in have been offside. Yeah, I don't see him making two changes. Maybe the one.
Yeah, I think it depends on who wants to bring on now. I mean. If I look at the team, who's
it's very.
I guess the only one who can probably link midfield and attackers probably would be Lamela. Who would he come on for? And
that's the question.
Maybe the Celso to just try and drive through from Winks' position, I guess. But taking off Winks it's hard to say. But
I was thinking Winks would be the one to come off.
I think so. He has been very quiet.
Neither of the central two have really played that well, but I would keep Pierre-Emile on. He can give that bit of muscle in there. Yeah, maybe Lamela, but the thing with Lamela, I really don't know his position anymore, because he's become one of those utility players. He can play, of course. He's an attacking midfielder, but I think he can slot in central midfield, because we've got Lo Celso with a good left foot. Lamela's got a very good left foot. I think. I can see if we go for Lamela to come on, he will push forward to give Ndombele a chance, to have some support, because defensively, I think, as you said before, they're running through us, and we've got no solution to that. So
no, we need to try and close them down a little bit quicker than we are right now. In much the same way that they're doing to us, really, just kind of, hunting in packs. We need to start doing that again, but I guess we shall see what happens. We'll see what who gets brought on in the second half. But it is at half time. It's 1-1. Well, what the hell kind of second half was that? Blimey, especially after the first half where we just kind of looked like we were struggling to string three passes together, and then something must have happened in that second half, at half time, must have come out in the second half and just to pretty much kind of blow them away, really. It's finished 5-2 in the end, but that doesn't really tell the full story, does it?
No, it doesn't. I think it was a total change. I think by bringing Lo Celso on, it kind of changed the game. Instead of the passing game totally changed, and of course Harry Kane he dropped deeper to let Sonny run on. So I think that changed the game. But as you said, I don't know what changed. Was it the one change that Mourinho made, or the fact that the team talk that Mourinho may have said, "Keep on going how you are. We will break them down." Because we did okay in the first half, but we didn't play as a team. I think the scoreline is flattering. Saints had plenty of chances, but when they had a chance and missed, we went on the attack and we scored and made it 2-1. And from there on, I think the main thing is the win after last week's poor performance against Everton.
Yeah, that's been I suppose the halftime change of bringing on Lo Celso in place of Ndombele. I was kind of upset by that because he was basically the guy driving us forward, basically making us tick in the first half, and it was kind of his tenacity that helped bring about the equalising goal for Sun. And but Lo Celso didn't disgrace himself. He did very well. He kind of held the mill together and also got us passing quickly, which is what we needed. And the 4 goals we scored in the second half were all just like quick, snappy kind of passing. They got Son free to have the opportunity to strike on goal, which was good. And for him to score 4 goals all in all, and for Kane to score a goal and get 4 assists, brilliant second half.
I agree with you. I think the way that Kane changed his role and became more of an assister, it kind of helped us. Kane works tirelessly all over the pitch, so I think he deserved his goal. Kane there. Lamela could have had a goal with the shot that came.
He did. Could have done. Yeah.
I think we look better. From what I saw after 60 minutes of the game, we were actually attacking together, and when we were defending, we had a tighter line. But as you know, when it got into the last 5-10 minutes, it was still a bit scrappy. So I think Jose has to work on positioning a bit more. But I think the team is going to change. The lineups are going to change. But I think from the statistics, I think Sonny had four total shots, 4 on target, and 4 goals, including 40 touches.
Absolutely.
And he won 3 duels, 4 offsides against him, but then Kane had a few against him as well,
Yeah. Is it kind of a worry the amount of offsides that we had? Because, in theory, if they just held their line or just kept the discipline, could have had a couple of extra goals in that, and the scoreline would have been a lot larger than it was.
That's true. I think 1 offside against Kane, and there was 4 against Sonny. So I don't know who the other ones were offside. We had we had 6 or 7, but I think Kane, he covered a lot of distance. I think he covered nearly 10 kilometers. The same 9.5 he covered, and total sprint 14. So he did get into attacking positions. I think the good thing about the second half, we attacked centrally much better than we did in the first half, because I found the first half it was all, let's try and get it to the wingers, let's cross it, and as you found, by the time the ball was crossed, it was deemed offside. So good win, I think.
Good win. And obviously Southampton, I guess. But I do like a nice defensive performance, and we kind of were all over the place defensively as well as in the defensive positions in midfield as well. So that's got to be something that we have to look at. Scoring 5 goals is great, but I don't know, conceding 2 at the same time is just kind of. As I said, it could have been a lot worse, but conceding 2, I guess at least it gets us the 3 points. So at least we're up and running now. So we can worry about that as the season progresses, and we shall see how it all pans out. I think
once the goal went in, it was confident, because when you're searching for that first goal of the season
Mm,
and it's not coming, you get a bit nervous. I think when
mm,
Sonny, when Sonny did score, it was a great goal. But as you know, Saints had a chance
mm.
to make it 2-1, and I think Che Adams, he
Yeah,
just
Che
shot straight
Adams.
into Lloris's hands, and then we attacked and
Mm,
scored. So I think, yeah, it's great, but I think defensively, I think it's more communication. I think
mm,
if we communicate a bit better centrally as well, because I thought, as we thought Ndombele should have stayed on, but I think
mm.
it's more of a fitness issue rather than performance.
Yeah, it appears to be that way.
So I think, yeah, I think we did well, and let's see how we do in our next game because we've got some other games coming up. But
Mm,
3 points is important now.
yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yep, 3 points up and running, and yes, as you touched on, the next game is against Leighton Orange in the Carabao Cup trophy competition that we were going to take seriously up until the point where we're playing 2 games every 5 minutes. But I think we might still be able to put a good enough squad for that one. But there'll be a lot of changes, I imagine, because then we've got Strondia in the
Yeah,
Europa League on the Thursday as well. So it's a lot of games in the space of 6 days. But we shall see what happens. But
yeah.
the important thing is that we got the 3 points, and yeah, and we're from what I'm seeing, we're now up to 5th in the table in the embryonic table. So yeah, all looking good, I would say. Well, our next game is against Newcastle's in the league, isn't it? So
Yes.
yeah, so that'll be nice and tricky.
Yeah, Newcastle will be a tricky game. It
Mm,
normally is, whether it's home or away, because Newcastle have improved their squad up
mm,
front. They've bought a striker
mm,
and they've bought an attacking midfielder in Ryan Fraser. So
mm,
it will be a threat, but
yeah.
so will we. So let's see how that one goes. But we need to get through the other games before then
Mm,
we can assess, because there's only 2 Premier League games. The first one was a bit of a write-off because we didn't get going. Today we got going in bits.
mm. Well, the second half we got going. The first half was a bit of
Yeah,
a
the first half was a bit like the first half against Everton. It's as
barely
if
woke
we're,
up. Mm,
yeah, the form will come. I think we just looked a bit tired, I think, on the ball, but I think
mm,
Kane did well, and even Kane needs a rest. So
mm,
I think they all worked hard. The left back area, I think Ben Davies did okay.
mm.
Made
Yeah, he
made
did.
a couple of clearances. I know attacking wise, we want more from him, but I think he's more of just a traditional left back.
Mm,
He's not a real left wing back. I think Doherty. We still haven't seen the best of him. It's only been 2 games. I think
mm,
it's hard, isn't it? I think he's come to a new club,
mm.
and it will take time.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's one thing we do have is there's plenty of time, and we shall see what happens. So yeah, well, that's the conclusion of that topsy turvy game, and of our program as well. We win 5-2, is 3 points, and Bill's first video on the channel. How did it go for you? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it very much.
Mm. But we shall see what happens. We might do another one next week when we take on Newcastle. We'll try and see if we can fit one in for the games in midweek, but it might not be possible to do so. Work issues, of course.
Yeah,
So,
it's just because of the kickoff times and stuff, and
yeah, so we shall see what we can do next week. But yes, we're up and running. 3 points. Spurs score 5. Heung-min Son scores 4. Kane scores a goal and has 4 assists. What more could you ask for? But we shall see what happens. But yeah, 3 points. Come on, you Spurs.
come on, you Spurs.
And
Sure.
you all take care.
Yeah, take care.